Welcome back. This is Chili Davis. I'm back to another video. I'd like to welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks. We also talk about dividend income through dividend stocks and personal finance. If you're new, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get my frequent updates. Well, today was a great day in the market. We did have comments from Jerome Powell, and we did have some of the top stocks come out. Tesla rebounded today, up 3.94%. SoFi up 2.15%. Ford up 1.11%. And Apple shares were up 1.25%. Now, real quickly, I'll look at the Robinhood. If we take a look at the Robinhood, this was the time Powell spoke, and right after Powell spoke, the market tanked. He said there could be a possibility that they raise rates. They'll let the data tell them, and then the market began to rebound after Powell's comments. So basically, we'll look to see if Jerome Powell's comments at Jackson Hole continue to weigh on the market. But the market did spike as he spoke, and after he spoke, the market did tumble. So those are some of the things to think about. Last year, this time, when they were raising rates consecutively, the market did dip consecutively for like 5 days straight. So be careful. We're in weird times because we don't know if the official pause of the rate hike is coming, or they will continue to raise rates, just like delay it for a month or two. Okay, so that is the news. The portfolio here was up 1%. As I said, we did have some green today. Apple, Google, several stocks. Ticker symbol Apple up 1% on the day. Again, Apple has tumbled a little bit over the last couple of weeks from nearly a high a couple of weeks ago. They were trading, let's say a month ago now, they were trading nearly at 195, and now they're trading at 176 per share roughly. Okay, so Apple has taken a tumble a little bit, but be of good cheer. If you don't have a position in Apple, it could be a great time to add Apple to your portfolio. Okay, as you can see in my position, I'm up 20% in the shares that I did purchase with Apple. Okay, so that's always an opportunity. When the market is red, it could be a great time to buy. All right, so that is one of the top stocks today. Apple up 1.26% on the day. Also, we did have Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, led by the Elon Musk. Shares were up slightly, 3.71%. Again, let's take a look at my position. Looks like I'm only up in my Tesla position 5%. But again, Tesla is a great long-term stock to own. Tesla is the #1 EV maker. I guess you could talk about Ford and some others, but if you talk about branding and you talk about charging stations and you talk about new vehicles coming out, #1 is Tesla. Okay. And lastly, we'll talk about the portfolio. We'll see that the portfolio did rebound up 1.65% today for a gain of $655. Again, Tesla lead the way, up 3.94% on the day for a gain of $435. SoFi Technologies up 2.15%. They did introduce new products this past week, the FHA loan, and then also the VA loan, the veterans loan. Two new products SoFi introduced. If you don't know about SoFi, please check out SoFi Technologies and SoFi, the platform on SoFi.com. Again, I own quite a few shares of SoFi. I own over 300 shares, and I'm also a customer of the SoFi Technologies platform. Also, we did have Ford shares up 1.11%, Apple shares up 1.25%, and ticker symbol COP. This is a dividend paying stock. It was up today 1.49%. Now, quickly, we'll go over the losers. I believe Nvidia took a breather today. Nvidia shares were slightly down 2.73%. Now, we do know Nvidia shares shot up to $500 per share after a great earnings call, but it looks like Nvidia and other chip makers are selling off. Marvel Technologies is sold off 6.62%. And see, the banking Regions Financial was down slightly today, 1.23%. So not much change there. Remember, if it is a bank, Regions Financial does pay a dividend. Also, remember to watch CLF. Cleveland Cliffs is an iron ore company and a steel company. They are looking to acquire X or United States Steel. They are looking to acquire United States Steel. As you see, United States Steel is up quite a bit over the last month. Shares were as low as $22, but United States State Steel is now trading at $30 per share. Okay, so that was one of the hottest stocks over the last month. It jumped over 35% in one day after it rejected CLF or Cleveland Cliffs' first offer to acquire the company. Okay, so remember, some of these stocks, they do pay dividends. Delta Airlines, DAL, Wendy's. Some of the most boring stocks that don't really fluctuate in value as far as share price. Wendy's, the banks, they do pay dividends on a quarterly basis. And so that is one of the benefits there. Okay, so lastly, the top stocks today, again, was Tesla up 3.94%, SoFi up 2.15%, and Ford. Now, real quick, we'll take a quick look at CNBC. Okay, here we are on CNBC. As you can see, the Dow was up today 0.73%, the S&P 500 up 0.67%, and NASDAQ stocks was up 0.95%, and Russell 2000, this is your small cap stocks, was up 0.40%. Okay, so it was a green day across the board. We had quite a good day. The VIX, the volatility index, was down. And let's take a look at the news. It says, meet the guy responsible for helping Meta, Google, and Amazon prepare for new laws in Europe. Okay, so we know that Europe has different laws than the United States. And Google, Facebook, and Amazon have all paid high penalties for different violations over the years. But it sounds like they're getting some good training to go into the EU to prepare for new laws and regulations in the European market. Okay. Fed Chair Powell claims inflation is too high and warns that we are prepared to raise rates further. So as I mentioned, tech stocks did rebound temporarily for the day after Powell's speech, but it could be that we have 5 or 6 more days of sell-offs if people feel that the rate hikes are coming. Okay, if we don't get a pause, people will sell off. They're definitely their tech stocks, not so much the Dow stocks, but if we get too much pressure from raising rates, people will sell off their tech stocks. Okay, so that's the news there. Instacart files to go public. NASDAQ tries to unfreeze tech IPO market. Okay, so we are having a couple of new companies go public really soon, and that's a good sign for the market. It means the stock market is healthy when you have companies that have been private so long are starting to go on the public New York Stock Exchange. Okay. Also, real quickly, days after Prigozhin's reported death, Putin demands mercenaries swear allegiance to Russians. Now, there is some thought that the billionaire Prigozhin was actually on purpose, that the plane was either shot down or blown up. It is not confirmed, but that is one of the things that people are rumored to believe. Also, UAW workers overwhelmingly vote to authorize strikes at GM, Ford, and Stellantis. So that's not good news for the stock, probably. And Trump's valet lawyer complains of threats after Smith revealed Mar-a-Lago worker changed story. Hawaii calls for tourists to visit Maui. Unemployment claims surge after deadly fires. So my prayers go out to the people of Hawaii and those that live in that area. I pray that there's a recovery soon. But anyway, the news today, Fed Chair Powell called inflation too high and warns we are prepared to raise rates. Okay, so that's the Federal Chair Powell, and the Federal Reserve team may raise rates and continue to tighten the market, and tighten may squeeze out liquidity, which will cause NASDAQ stocks to tumble further. Okay, so that is the news. Again, the top stock of the week was Nvidia. Nvidia over the last 3 months has surged quite a bit. As you can see, surged to as much as 471. Let's see here. Okay, here it is. Surged the other day as much as 511. Okay, so Nvidia, the top stock of the week after a great earnings call. People are buying this artificial intelligence chip by Jason Wong, the CEO. That is great news for Nvidia. Again, they have the platform, they have the community of developers. Again, Nvidia, the stock of the week, surging to $511. And the other news, Jerome Powell making comments about raising rates in the near future. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and hope to see you guys in the next video.